I have here everything we'll need. This is it. We've got our salmon oil, our taurine, it can come in capsules or powder, our vitamin B complex. I usually sell B50, it's a little bit more convenient, but I have some B100 I'm using up here. And vitamin E, again, you can get dry E in a powder form or in a capsule form. We'll need egg. We actually only need the yolk from the egg. And I am using a frozen meat product from Hair Today. Hair Today uses the whole animal. In this case, I'm using turkey. So this is ground turkey. It includes the meat, the bone, the liver, and the heart. That's important. If you were getting a product that didn't include bone, this would not work. Bone includes a lot of minerals, such as calcium, that they need for good health. And also this includes the liver, which is important. You don't want too much liver, but you want some liver. That's an important source of vitamin A and D. So if there was no liver in this, we would have to use a different recipe. Anyway, this is very simple. We're going to show you how simple this is. This is just a 1 pound of the ground Hair Today. I've had it thawing here probably about an hour. It's good and thawed, still cold. I had it in some cold water here in the sink. Just open our Hair Today and dump it in our bowl. It's already ground, already ready to go. Ground meat product. It's got the bone in it. It's all ready to go. We're going to mix our supplements now. You could use any container to mix these. Most people use a bowl and a whisk to stir them. My friend told me about these handy dandy shaker cups, so that's what I'm using now. It's very convenient. And all we need is, for 1 pound of the meat product, we'll need about 1/3 to 1/2 cup water, 3 or 4 ounces. You can use tap water. Some people use drinking water, filtered water. I don't expect things to be perfect. I don't think things need to be perfect. This is about right. Then we will need 700 to 800 milligrams of salmon oil. That's about 3/4 of one of these soft gels. You can also get liquid salmon oil. Again, I don't make things be perfect. I just, about 3/4, about however much I get out of a capsule is good enough for me. We also need about 3/4 of an egg yolk. And again, you could just do a full egg yolk 3 weeks out of the month and then no egg yolk the next time, or however you want to do it. I just do kind of as much of the egg yolk as I get. Very simple. Dump that in. You'll notice I wash my hands a lot when I'm making cat food. Cats are not very susceptible to salmonella and other bacteria from raw meat. They were made to eat raw meat. People aren't made to eat raw meat. Always, always wash your hands when you handle raw cat food or cat food bowls, anything like that. The other thing we need is 140 to 160 units of vitamin E. You can buy vitamin E in a convenient powder form. I'm using a capsule. This is an E400 cap, so I need a little less than half a capsule. Again, I don't make things perfect. We also need 35 to 40 milligrams of vitamin B complex. Again, you can get vitamin B powder. I usually use B50 caps, so it's a little less than a full capsule. I just dump in a full capsule. Today I'm using B100 caps, so I need less than 1/2 of one of these. And last but not least, actually very important, we need taurine. Taurine's already in raw meat, but it oxidizes very quickly when raw meat is ground and frozen. So we add extra taurine. We need 800 to 900 milligrams. I'm using the powder today. There's about 1,000 in a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm just going to dump a 1/4 teaspoon in. That's it. That's all we need. I just stir this up. Nice and tight here. And I'm going to stir things up here. All stirred. I'm going to add it to my meat. So I'm just stirring this up here. As you can see, 1 pound of my meat product is going to make much more than 1 pound of food. I anticipate this will make somewhere between 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 pounds of food. Average cat eats anywhere from 4 to 8 ounces a day. So this will make about 5 meals or 2.5 days worth of food for one cat. That's nice and mixed up. My personal preference is to use a plastic freezer bag, something like this. I find that it thaws very quickly because I can freeze them nice and flat, put them in a bowl of warm water at mealtime, and they're ready to go very quickly. Again, you can portion this however works easiest for you. I've actually found that my shaker cup works good for this. Again, I take my plastic bag, insert it into my shaker cup, fold the edges down, handy dandy, and then I just spoon in however much I'll need each meal into my cup. That's a very generous meal for one cat, or a smaller meal for 2 cats. You could write on here, you know, turkey was what we did, the date if you want. If you're feeding different flavors, that's kind of nice. Or if you only have one kind of cat food in the freezer, no need to write anything at all. If I'm going to feed these right away, obviously I can just throw them in the fridge. If I'm going to save them for later, I throw them in the freezer. I generally don't like to keep it in the refrigerator more than a couple days, although I know people that have kept it in the fridge longer than that. This is, I laugh saying more difficult way to make cat food because, as you can see, it was not very difficult. It only took a few minutes. But there are even simpler ways to do it. You can buy a single multiple supplement that you could use instead of the 4 different supplements I used. So one good multi-supplement is Platinum Performance. You could simply add Platinum Performance about 2 teaspoons per pound of meat product, meat with bone product, and some water, and you're done, if you would prefer to do something that way. But this is it. Our cat food's made.